Well, hello everybody. Don't have to work tomorrow, so having a Saturday off is nice. Got off a little bit early too. Got to get back to the phones here. It's Friday, still a business day, can still get a hold of Bishops. But I want to take a few minutes here. I want to talk about Karim Khan. Big shout out to Dwayne Schuyler. Excellent video on YouTube from the 16th, which again, everyone can look. I told you that was Ascension Day. I've been on this for quite some time. A long time more than anybody else in Canada. I am the expert on ICC in Canada. And why I say Dwayne Schuyler, thanks for that, because I had missed it. I knew it was Ascension Day. I haven't really looked at too much at the ICC as I've been completely absorbed by Canadian bishops. But I took the 10 minutes. I watched it. I think everybody, if you take the time to look at that video, it's tremendous. He says a lot there. But then there's all the things that he says underlining which are important. And why I say, if you're a First Nations lawyer, female, or a Canadian lawyer, female, ICC's looking for staff, female. They want to get their quotas up. It's an excellent opportunity. I know exactly where to go, how to get there, and how to get applied, as I've already myself been requested to apply, but I'm going for politics, so I'm not going to. All services I go forward with for the ICC are going to be by myself absolutely free, as all the work I do is always free. With that, there's a First Nations law firm out of Vancouver, another one in Canada, and this is for lawyers all over Canada. If this is something you're interested in getting behind, seeing a real case in the ICC against Canada for the first time, get a hold of me, message me, email me, DaveVJBjorkman@gmail.com. People can laugh. My case is going forward. That's reality. The ICC knows this guy. The P5, even more importantly than that, knows this guy. The work's done. I've been on this for years. Clear, concise, with absolute international law respected. Not to slam Canadian lawyers and the Canadian legal system. This is way beyond you or anything you've been into. Now, the ICC certainly, and I've said this before, certainly operates friendly enough in the same system Canada's used to. However, the ICC is not, and I repeat, is not judge, jury, or executioner. They do make those judgments. They can craft a case. But if that case, as Karim Khan goes into, the resources are not his, meaning it is the P5 that commit the resources and see the action. Again, it's judge, jury, and executioner. Now, I have already crafted that path forward with all five. You can clearly see, and you will find out, I've been through all of them, including by personal invitation by the Communist Party of China to sit in on Africa-China Symposium. That was me about 4.5 weeks ago. I did that. Visually seen, authenticated, and it's there. Verifiable, factual, real. Not only the only Canadian, likely the only Westerner invited to that. Now I've been with Russia, UK, USA, huge, bigger than anybody. But UK is rapidly taking over second place from Russia. However, Russia's done sizably and invited me sizably to a lot, which has helped this narrative come forward. And both UK and USA both confirm, yes, it's absolutely true. So I'm not way out in left field here. I'm going forward. And if people want to be part of something really tremendously successful that's going to go and it's going to happen, message me, especially law firms. There's already a number of them There's already a number of businesses. You heard Karam Khan, if anyone took the time to watch that, the civil society to come forward. For those of you who know me exceptionally well, who took the course from me on civil society, never ever been published out in this country we call Canada. I never would. That's top secret. But the international world knows I understand it very well. And for those of you who got that private course by me, you've learned it very well too. I know what I'm up to. I've been at this for 4 straight years. The training I've gone through is by the world's best legal, policy, and economic experts. I'm there. I'm with the best of the best. I've had a handcrafted education people can only dream of. But I got it because I looked for it and I put in the time, my time. And I'm tremendously lucky. If one blessing out of COVID, it was I got to do something that wasn't possible for a third-class citizen. It's never been possible, but it was made possible for me in this last year and a half in COVID to go out on stages. Impossible for your average poor citizen. But I did that with mind and might, and I've won that stage. I've won this opportunity. And if you share it out to groups, especially law firms, you can get a piece of this. You can be a part of this. Something never been done ever in Canadian history, let alone the Western world. We have a chance to do something righteous on a stage that very, very few will ever see. Only one prosecutor in the entire world. I had the last one. Donald Trump took that away from me. Now it's reset. Biden's allowing that to go through. I'm not going to be suppressed. I'm not a rogue regime anymore. I'm an articulate, well thought out, well versed, well schooled professional doing something that nobody else has ever taken the time to do. And I'm going to get it done. There's no politician, no law, legal team that's going to stop me. That's reality. The work is already done. It's just a matter now who wants to get on board in the end, because there's going to be some big legwork, sure, in the narrative that is Canadian for the sons and daughters, Canadian and First Nations alike. We'll see what happens at the Catholic Church. I have tremendous work this week with every bishop and archbishop. I'm going to continue on as soon as this video is done. I'm going to keep up the pad. Tonight, 7:30, Oshawa. I'll meet to sign people up in Ontario. If you can make it, great. Best I can do. And I'm going to take 2 days to enjoy myself as well, too. I deserve it. I'm tired. But more to write, more work to do here yet today. Got to get it done. Got to get through to all the bishops. Thanks, everybody. I hope the Catholic Church comes on board. Because if we win just one bishop, one archbishop, just one is enough. But I would sure like it to be a unanimous effort by the Catholic Church in Canada. Follow Pope Francis. What is wrong with you? Listen to these great people in the world, all repeating what I've said over and over, but yet Canada won't go. Will the Catholic Church in Canada go, or am I going to be looking for another religion? I guess we'll see. We'll see. I hope it doesn't come to that. I have faith, at least in Jesus, this is all going to work out. I've put a lot of time, energy, and effort. We're this close, this close. It's up to the bishops now. Thanks, everybody. Remember, share. If you know of a law firm, send it to them. This isn't baloney anymore. If you haven't seen Karam's YouTube video, man, he goes right into it. Pretty much, if you haven't been following me, watch Karam Khan. I think a lot of what I talk about's mirrored there. I've mastered international law, whether people want to believe that or not. The proof is in the pudding. It's in the fact that I'm going to the ICC. Already well received. And my narrative will get justice done. The other narrative, sorry, but you heard, if anyone listened to Karam Khan, it's UN states. Canada is a UN state. Vatican City is not. Trust me and trust the fact I've mastered the P5. They know who I am. They're waiting for the 28th. This all has to be put together by the 28th, which most of the major work's done. It's now up to those who want to get on board in the end for the gravy and some of the civil law society heavy lifting. And if you want the resources from the P5, trust me in the narrative I'm going with. It will work, it will win, and it will be unanimous in the P5. Canada can't do anything about it. That's reality. The politicians are done. The narratives are over. I've already won the powers that be. It's just crafting the proper ICC presentation. There is some legal speak. I will take those two law firms. You know what? There's others, even those who are at least lawyers. There's two in Edmonton, one of which was upsetting the anti-vaxxers. But you know what? I'm going to reach out to both those lawyers. You want a chance to be a part of something great? Right out of my hometown. This is it. This is it now. I guess I'm just going to say it. Mark McCourt and Marilyn Burns, this is your opportunity. Something that will last the test of time. Your names will go in forever. Mine may not, as I'm not a lawyer, but who cares? I don't care. But you know what? This is going. I have the in. You know, maybe Brian Jean too. Maybe he could get up for this one. We'll see. I'm going to put the feelers out there. I'm going to reach out to a lot of people this weekend. Thanks, everybody. Share the video. It's huge. Don't be blinded by anything else out of little civil liberties or little charter rights. We're going for all of it, starting with the major. This major will deliver for everybody. That's a fact. Thanks, everybody. Bye now. Back to work.